Man, we got Marvel InHumans, Marvel Runaways, and Gears of War fan casting. Let's have some fun. NERDSoul. Late ill kid at one youngster, hold it down, bringing that street geek and nerd soul. And what is up, my people, today? Oh yeah, we about to get into another wonderful episode of On Screen. It's gonna be dope because we got 2 episodes coming out today. Some fun stuff going on, but some house cleaning to do. You guys have been hollering at me, let me know that y'all want something more, another way to help support. Some of my contemporaries have told me to get into the game. So right now I'm letting you guys know that I have a Patreon account that you can go on, contribute to, help me build NERDSoul, hit more events, do more traveling, give you guys more content, create tons of other cool stuff with other collaborators and stuff like that. So I listened. Here it is, so you guys enjoy. And if you can't drop $1 in the bucket, don't forget, share that video. That is the best way that I can tell people that you, of course, like what you are watching. But Marvel InHumans has just dropped an image and a nice little teaser for us to get a feel and a vibe of what's going on. And I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. See, with the image, I know a lot of people have been saying, oh, I don't like it, and this, that, and the third, but Entertainment Weekly's images are never super amazing. But what you can see in these images, I guess, is the costuming, the makeup, and the attention to detail to, in effect, to get these characters how the comics get these characters. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's something that's very cool because, you know, when you look at this shot, even though they're just in front of a big gray background, you know, the costuming is inspired. Like you look at it, you're like, oh, cool. That's something that, you know, could work in real life. You know, that's something that could still look dope. Like if I saw somebody walking down the street and it would look dope, but it wouldn't look clunky or not functional, you know what I'm saying? So I think once it's on screen, it's gonna be really, really dope. And I think you guys will be much more satisfied and much more impressed once you see it in motion, because Entertainment Weekly, you can go back over all of their images. None of them are extremely noteworthy, but I do think that we get to see a little bit under the hood of what's going on. Now, we also have a nice tasty trailer. So if you guys weren't into Inhumans already, the Inhumans have a royal family that lives on the moon. Well, it depends. Most that I know of, most of their history, they've lived on the moon. Black Bolt, you know, Medusa, you know, his brother, all kinds of, the big dog, I can't remember his name, but they all live on the moon and they have their own kind of Game of Thronesian existence. And in this trailer, you hear moments that could be troubling like this.
You're talking about betraying your brother. You're talking about treason.
What I'm talking about is freedom. Freedom for all Inhumans.
Now, since that's a brother talking about another brother, it sounds like there's going to be some trouble in paradise and some great family drama for us to get into. So I'm going to keep my eye on this one. I'm very interested to see how this plays out with not only the royal family of the Inhumans, but also what will this do with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Will this continue to kind of like build upon that show, or will it be completely separate from that and never even deal with, I guess, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in the form that they're in now? So you guys, you know, I want to know what you think. Jump down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about that teaser. I thought it was kind of cool. It was very telling about the state that the royal family is in at the start of the show. And I'm pretty hyped about how they're starting this off because, you know, premiering in IMAX, they ain't gonna premiere just some whack stuff in IMAX. I think this is gonna be really, really fun for you and me and, you know, geeks in general, man. This is just a smorgasbord of coolness. So let's go on and move on. But don't forget to let me know what you think about those costumes, not just the image, but the actual costumes. And we're gonna get on out of here to Gears of War. Oh yeah. Next up, the man that is writing the Avatar sequels has been tapped to write, that's right, the Gears of War movie. If you ask me, it's way past time. But at the same time, it's about time. Shane Slerno has been tapped to write this adaptation that won't be, I guess, a take on one of the games, so you don't have to worry about it messing with the story of Gears of War 1, 2, 3, something like that, but another story set inside of that world, set inside of that universe. So it'll be, they'll still be, on Sarah, and they'll still be dealing with the locusts and all of that, but they won't be, I guess, bound or tied to any of the, the lore that's in a certain specific game. Now, if you didn't know about Gears of War, which is a super fun game if you're into well, I guess it's a third-person shooter, but if you're into like shooters at all, like FPS, third-person shooters, I think you'll dig it. Like if you're into like Halo, Killzone, something like that, Rainbow Six, I think you'll get a lot out of this game and have a lot of fun. My brother and I used to play Horde mode like all the time, and it's a lot of cool stuff, and the effects are amazing. But if you didn't know about Gears of War, it goes on this planet called Sarah. They've been kind of war-torn, beaten down, and their society is definitely in a post-apocalyptic state. But after all of that craziness goes on, these locusts, I guess there's no real other way just to describe them, but what their name is, locusts, they rise from underground and start attacking people. And they are very scary. And society calls on the same type of, fighters, the same type of military men that they had before to fight this brand new threat. And it ends up in a game that has a cool story. It's a nice war vibe, and it's a lot of fun. So, before I go ahead, because I got some cool stuff coming, and I know you guys will probably have a little fun with this, but I gotta remind you guys that I am now on Black Hollywood Live. That's right, the first online network for African Americans. You can go there and check me out at blackhollywoodlive.com. They do celebrity interviews, after shows, sports talk, geek, nerd, tech, all that, and you can check them out from week to week at youtube.com/blackhollywoodlive. So, since we have our writer, and it seems like things are definitely going in the right direction towards production, I figured why not do a little fan casting. So, we got a lot of guys on the game that are super cool, but ladies first. So, for me, my pick for Anya would be Emma Roberts. I think she's really dope. Every time I see her on screen, she has like this cool vibe about her that has a little snark, a little attitude, but definitely some power behind it. And I think she's just generally pretty cool. I think she'd look very, very good with all that metal on and armor and, a cool big gun. Next, I'm thinking about Raina, who I'm gonna pick Stephanie Beatrice from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Just very good at playing with the humor, playing the straight man, playing off the anger and the, I guess, frustration, but, being able to bend that into a wartime setting, I think could bring just enough levity to her character to make her believable, but also make her, grounded as well. And last up for the ladies, I have Kate. And for her, I'm gonna pick my girl, Tracy Perez, my girl from East Los High. She's also on The Strain. She's super dope. She even hung out with me and talked about Batman. So I'd have to say she'd be a cool pick because she's already played kind of like the ragtag, you gotta pick up a gun and just go in The Strain. And I enjoyed it, man. I thought she really, really had, what it took to look like someone who was thrust into a situation where they had to kill. So, the fellas, starting off with Marcus Phoenix. I don't think this is going to be any type of surprise to you guys. Gerard Butler. I think he's been dope. I don't think he's really gotten an opportunity to super shine, but when I see him in something with action, the dude definitely kills it. And I think he would fit, the whole archetype of Marcus Phoenix, I think, is just made for him. Next up is Carmine. Carmine is a cool character because you never really see his facial expressions, but he definitely has the attitude to bring it along. And I'm gonna pick Aldous Hodge for Carmine. I think he's a great actor. I think he's gonna bring a little more of the gravity to the situations when it's needed. Baird, I'm gonna pick none other than Jim himself, John Krasinski. I know you guys love him from The Office, but he was super dope in 13 Hours. And he definitely has the rugged beard thing going on and the whole wartime thing already. So he might as well just keep the beard and get on set. Lastly, for the fellas, is Coltrane. Now, I know a lot of you guys loved that Coltrane. And there's only one dude, in my opinion, that can play Coltrane, and that's Terry Crews. So that's my pick. Those are my guys, my ladies. Jump down in the comments. Let me know who you would fan cast for this film. I mean, we might as well get started and having some fun. So you do your thing. I'm going to do mine, and we're going to move on. And next up, Hulu just dropped that Runaways image, and we got a little bit of leaked footage to go along with it. Now, if you didn't know about Marvel's Runaways, it deals with a group of kids that have some powers, and their parents also have powers, but they find out that their parents are all together in this criminal empire, criminal syndicate, and of course, they're not down with it. So they leave and run away to fight against their parents. And I think that's a perfect recipe for a long-term drama on any station. But Hulu seems like a very interesting place because Hulu's original series haven't really blown me away, but it is about time for Hulu to get into that game because they ain't giving away free content no more, and they're making you pay for services that still have ads. So I'm not even gonna go there. But the image looks very cool. Even with the side-by-side or the back-to-back, you can see that they're taking care and attention to detail to try to make this look not only like the comics, but also look natural. Like these are kids that you would normally see hanging out together. And that's just part of the golden age of geek that we're in, where we're seeing a lot of people taking comic book properties seriously. Because, whether it's comic books or a romance novel or whatever, a story is just a story. It's the way you adapt it. So they're adapting things well to make it look like it would happen in a normal world. Like how this would play out if it was going on here and now, or at whatever time, whether it's set in the 80s or something like that. And I think it's real cool, and kudos to Hulu for that, and also the production team that seems like they're killing it. And what I mean by killing it is the leaked footage that we got. That's right. Could we roll a little bit of that beautiful beam footage?
Where does it go?
This is some Narnia fish.
As you can see, we don't get a whole bunch of dialogue, but we do get the atmosphere, the tone, the vibe of what these kids are starting to see, what they're being exposed to, what they're starting to experience, and what choices they may need to make. And I don't watch a lot of teen stuff, or YA stuff, so I'm in this one. I'm all in with this one. I saw the teaser, the leaked footage of the teaser, and we probably gonna get a real official joint that I'll cover later. But I'm in on this one. I'm really in on this one. I'm betting on this being much better than any of us thought it would be. So let me get your opinion on this. I got the link down in the below for the leaked footage. Holla at me. Let me know what you think about it, and also check that link because they might take that joint down. You know how Hulu get. But let me know what you think. Are you into Runaways? Are you excited now that you've seen the image? I've seen a lot of people like super hyped now. Let me know where you're at and whether you're gonna watch it or not. But that is my time. I gotta let you get to y'all Tuesday. Plus, I got another video coming, so gotta kind of wrap this up. So ThatNerdSoul.com is where you need to go to check me out and find out all my videos from the oldest, the newest, the latest, greatest, and all that. Then hit up shop.thatnerdsoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt, player. And don't forget to get one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that Nerd Soul. That's right. There is no other way that I can tell people that you like what you are watching. And of course, My shout outs gotta go to LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please be good to yourselves and be good to each other. And fan cast that Gears of War for me. Peace.